So the news of Kenya's divorce has sent shockwaves through Atlanta. Everybody getting a Google alert, a ball alert, a shade room alert, the neighborhood talk alert, a Tasha K alert, every damn alert that you can think of. Everybody got it, okay? Everybody and their mama knows what's going on with Kenya and Mark at this point. Everybody knows. Everybody got their thoughts, opinions, and everything about it. Some people happy about it. Some people just don't give a damn. You know, it is what it is. But in the meantime, Candy and Cynthia arrives at Kenya's house at the same time. They hug each other, and they're there to be supportive friends. And that's what supportive people, that's what friends are supposed to do, honestly. Like, when I was going through my breakup, Jamar was there for me through it all. Terrence didn't necessarily know about my breakup because we were still building a relationship at the time that I had my breakup. But I'm pretty sure that if Terrence was in my life, you know, Terrence was in my life, but he wasn't closely put in my life as he is now. But if Terrence was closely put in my life like Jamar is, he would be there. Aaliyah was also there during my breakup as well, and she was there for me tremendously. And I'm only naming these people because they're YouTube people and you guys know them. So that's what you're supposed to do. And if Terrence, Aaliyah, or Jamar were going through a breakup or a divorce or anything like that, and it was publicized, that's the same thing I would do. I would call them. I would try to talk to them. If we lived in the same city, I'd be knocking on your door, tapping on your window pane. That's the type of shit I'm on when it come down to my friends. I don't play about my friends. I rap for my friends. That's what I do. So they come in. Kenya just look all distraught and all of that stuff, because at the end of the day, we already know how Kenya has wanted to be married to Mark. Not just Mark, but any man. We know that how she wanted a marriage, she wanted a family, she wanted a baby, she wanted all of that. And she finally got her fairy tale. And the moment she got her fairy tale, it came crashing down. But at the same point in time, it's kind of like this. I feel bad for Kenya because you never want to see nobody going through. But at the same time, when we go back and we think about the things that she's done to other people, you can't help but think about it being karma, so to speak. As bad as I feel for her, I think about how she put the cookie lady in front of Tanya to basically embarrass her. I think about how she was texting Phaedra's husband after she was asked not to text her husband. I think about how she sat there and talked about Christopher Williams and tried to throw salt on Christopher Williams and Natalie's marriage at the time. You know, things of that nature. And to see her having a marriage of her own after she's had so much to say about everybody else's marriage and hers is falling down to the cracks, to the damn slab, it's kind of hard to have any sympathy for her. But the Aquarius in me has some sympathy for her. If I can have sympathy for a person like Portia, a person that I can't stand, I can have it for Kenya. I'm just saying. They're there to support her. Cynthia asked Kenya, did she want a divorce? Kenya don't want no divorce. She wants to be there. She wants to have that relationship. She wants to have that marriage. She wants to have that family structure that she never got to have. And she never wanted her daughter to have the same life that she had. And a lot of the times, I can say this because I hear my mother say it to me and my siblings all the time. But I don't have any kids of my own. But I've always heard my mother say, I never wanted you guys to have the life that I had. I never wanted you guys to grow without me being in your life. My mother was raised by her grandmother from the age of 6 weeks old all the way up. So that's all she ever knew as a parent was her grandmother. Now, my grandmother, my mother's mother, was she'll come in and out of Mississippi, you know what I mean? Like, my mother was born in Chicago. My grandmother left Canton, Mississippi a long time ago, sometime in the 60s. She moved to Chicago. She had my mother. And 6 weeks later, she brought my mama down here, and that's where she's been ever since. So that's the basis of the situation. My mother never wanted that for me, my sister, nor my youngest brother. Never wanted that for any of us. And I've been on this world for 31 years, and I know that for a fact. A lot of the times, even with my friends that got kids, they don't want their kids to grow up in the same type of lifestyle as they did with their parents. They never want to be the type of parent to their kids as their parents were to them. They want to make the right decisions, and they want to give them the life that they never had a chance to have. And that's what we always try to do, but sometimes that can be detrimental to our thinking and our mind frame, because we could find ourselves being in toxic situations. I want my child to have a family the same type of family that I never had. But the family ain't healthy. It ain't healthy. It's toxic as fuck. So at the end of the day, it's crazy, but that's just how life goes sometimes. She even reveals that there was another woman involved. She saw the text messages. She even called the woman and even went off on the woman and threatened the woman and said that she better not go anywhere near Mark. And the woman asked Mark to keep the sex going. And she forgave Mark for that. That was your only mess up in this situation. Your one mess up that you get to have. But after that, it never recovered. And sometimes, I know that a lot of us be like, well, if a person cheating on me is over, and I used to be the one to say that, but I went through enough relationships and enough men to know that it's easier said than done, especially when you love somebody. When you love somebody, there's a lot of things that you let slide only because you love them, and that's not always the best thing to do. Kenya don't even know if she wants to go on a trip at this point. She don't want to be bombarded with questions. And she doesn't really feel like these other women are really down for her like that. And she don't feel like they have her best interest at heart. Girl, they don't. You know they don't, girl. They don't. They don't. It's sad to say, but they don't. A lot of them really don't give a damn. Like, Nene and Marlo, we know they don't care. Tanya, she don't give a damn. And Portia, she claimed to be cool with Kenya, but all she do is shade her. So I highly doubt she care. So the only people that really do care is Candy and Cynthia. Them her ride or dies at this point. But they convinced her to stay on the trip. Now it's time to go to Greece. Everybody arrives or whatever. And, as Marlo and Nene comes, Marlo said, Candy, I called you, but you ain't answer. And Candy said, girl, I know why you called me. And the only reason why you called me is because you want to get some tea on Kenya and see what was going on with her relationship. And I ain't telling you nothing. I ain't telling you shit. I'm not telling you nothing, so you can stop asking me about that. Marlo was sitting up here like, and then Candy was like, can y'all, now that we're going on this trip, she already going through enough. Can we please stay away from talking about her marriage? And Marlo was like, I don't know if I can do that now because I'm going to have some questions. How can we not ask her about her marriage? And Nene was like, well, she should have thought about that when she brought that cookie lady in front of Tanya, in front of all of them people. I don't like Nene like that, but she got a point. So then they get on the plane and they fly to Greece. And ultimately, Kenya arrives in Greece. And, she's just ready to have a good time and not really trying to hear nothing else. Nobody asking her no questions about her. Man, she don't want to hear none of that. Time for the villa showing. They get to the villa. They look at the rooms and all of that stuff. Candy and Kenya come up with some rules. Well, not really no rules. They want to have a Hunger Games type of competition for the girls to have their rooms. And it was pretty fun to watch. So as they're getting ready for the dinner, Cynthia comes into Nene's room and asks Nene, could she offer Kenya a golden nugget because she's been married much longer than everybody else, and she could really give Kenya some great advice on what's going on. And Nene was like, well, I've tried with Kenya, but I really don't mind giving her no advice at the end of the day. So I could honestly understand Nene, and I see that she's trying. We've been giving her flack all season, so I can honestly say that she's trying. So, after all that, Marlo is just really, Marlo, you don't care. You don't care. Why do you keep asking questions and why do you keep trying to pry? You know you don't care, girl. You don't care. So stop asking. It's like you basking in somebody else's misfortune. Why do you care so much? Like, I ain't never seen, misery really fucking loves company. I can really tell you that. It really does. Kenya pretty much says she only feels like she can trust Candy and Cynthia. The rest of these girls really don't care about her like that, nor do they care about what she got going on. So while they sit down at the table, Candy discussed her role in the Shy. And we already know that she was supposed to play, a lesbian, a stud, pretty much. But they changed the role, and now she's this woman that's married to a man that's running for the mayor and everything like that. And, Nene gives her pointers about the acting coach and shit like that. And so after they get through talking about the Shy, Marlo decides to raise a toast to Candy and Kenya for putting this trip together. And Nene reaches out to Kenya and asks her if she's okay. Kenya slights Nene. I felt like it was unnecessary. I really felt like it was unnecessary. Now, do I feel like Nene is being completely genuine? I won't say that she's being completely genuine. I would say that maybe 75% of her is being genuine. And I feel like 75% is enough for Kenya to accept it, to accept what she's giving. You know what I mean? Like, girl, let it go. You don't, ain't nobody saying you got to be a friend. Ain't nobody saying that y'all got to be, cool or running through the sand together. Y'all on this trip. Y'all want to have fun. She's just trying to reach out to you and see if you okay. But I get it. Just like me, Kenya is an Aquarius. When we don't fuck with a person, we don't fuck with them. When we don't like you, we don't like you. I don't want to have no conversation. For real. Even when I do my lives and people be asking me questions about folks that I don't like at all, I don't want to talk about a person I don't like. Like, straight up. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to voice my opinion on them. Like, I don't care about them. They're dead to me. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to discuss them. I don't care about nothing they got going on. That's how she feels about Nene. So in hindsight, could I really drag Kenya for acting like that? I would probably act the same way because I don't like you. So I don't feel like anything you say or do towards me is genuine. Point blank. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. But at the same time, I think Kenya going way too hard just to let Nene know that she don't fuck with her. We know you don't. Stop. So, Cynthia then asked Kenya and Nene for fellowship as she's getting ready to wash the dishes. And Kenya was like, no. And I'm like, okay. So Candy and Tanya, they was talking to Kenya. And they asked her to at least, Nene is at least trying with you, Kenya. Like, she's trying with you. Like, she's really trying to see if you are all right. She's really just trying to check up on you. Like, just let it go, at least for this trip. Kenya don't want to hear that. Kenya don't want to hear nothing they saying. She over it. She don't care. She don't want to hear that stuff. Point blank, she don't want to hear it. And she just feel like this at the end of the day. Like, I don't deal with Nene, but I give her a peace offering at the end of the day. By the time it's time for Kenya to give her the dessert, Nene already over it and she walks away. Candy and Nene have a conversation and Nene is over it. Like, she pretty much did this just to get up under my skin. But she ain't getting under my skin. But Nene, you acting like it is getting under your skin. Honestly, you acting like you care. My thing about this, Nene, is this. Why get mad? You tried. You did your part. You're the mature one. Why are you mad? I don't care how many times you reached out to a person. Stop doing it. And you know what? Before I go, everybody is... Because I looked at Facebook before I even watched the episode because I was too busy watching an interview that included Yas Bitch TV. Shout out to Yas Bitch TV, Ebby Reviews, L Teddy 27, my baby L Teddy. And my friend Terrence giving you the real tea. And also the Cat's Meow. If you haven't been checking him out, go to his channel and check out his videos because I had never seen his videos. Terrence been telling me about the Cat's Meow for the longest and I never seen his videos. But after watching his personality on this interview that they did with Markel from Chasing Dallas, I like him. So go check him out and tell him that I sent you. I was watching their interview, so I didn't watch the show in real time. So after I got done looking at their interview, I looked at Facebook and Twitter and everybody going in on Kenya. Kenya and Nene are equally annoying, okay? In this beef, they're both annoying and they're both doing too much. But these girls are also annoying because at the end of the day, they don't like each other. Stop trying to make them talk. They don't like each other. Stop trying to force the issue. They don't like each other. They ain't gonna never like each other. Let it go. Ooh, I feel better. Follow me on Instagram. It's Scotty_by_nature. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. And that's it for me, your boy Scotty, who is here to give you all your ratchet ass needs. Whether it be for commentary on shows like this, hot topics, or just all things real talk. With that being said, you guys, I'm out of here until my next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.